Okay. There we go. I mean, today is not going to be the most interesting stream to watch, I hate to tell you. Today is the capture shit tons of monsters day. And these absolutely obnoxious squirrels just keep on using Blaster. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of monster catching, and then on top of monster catching, it's gonna be a lot of blitzball. If I can actually catch all the monsters as quickly as I hope to. Because that is a lot of blitzball we have to do. Now, 2.5 hours of this, my friend. If you're cool with that, by all means. Well, actually, no. This part is probably going to take less than an hour. If I can make a guess on it. I'm not actually expecting the monster capturing part to take very long. Oh. Wanted to heal, thank you. Yeah, this part shouldn't take long. It is the, because I'm able to actually speed it up, because PC. So this shouldn't take terribly long. What's going to take a absurdly long time is the blitzball. And I'm going to be very bored. Not going to lie. The other reason we're doing this is for money purposes. Hopefully, you know, it is my profound hope that by the time we are done with this, I will have enough money for tomorrow's stream. I don't know, I still have to get like 300,000 gil. So hopefully, hopefully that's gonna be a thing. I mean, actually, realistically, I need more gil than that. If I'm, you know, if I'm being honest about my plans here, I need actually more than 300,000 gil. But 300,000 is the absolute minimum for what I want to do. So we'll see. If all goes well, it'll work out. What's the gil for? There is a... to not... You know, in order to not, like, spoil it for anybody in the stream who has not actually seen late game of this game. I need 540,000 gil for a... I'm going to try something real quick. I don't know if this actually works. I need 540,000 gil-ish. I forget the exact amount. I have to go look it up. But I need 540,000 gil for an event that happens pretty much immediately after the comm lands. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. Okay, well, that's 10 minutes wasted. I should have healed first. I actually thought Energy Rain would actually kill them. I'm not going to lie to you. So that was me being stupid. Well, maybe not 10 minutes, 5 minutes, because, let's be fair, I didn't actually do that for 5 minutes straight. Yeah, you know what I need it for. Can you guys stop aqua breathing? So what I want to figure out is, does energy rain capture? I don't think it does. I think energy rain just kills. I think it has to be a melee hit that captures. Yeah, damn. Okay, so we can't do this fast. This has to be done slow. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. I mean, once we get out of the calm lands, this will be significantly easier. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. Like, this will be freaking significantly easier later on. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get the... I forget what they're called. Nibiros? Those get done pretty quick. The problem is I'm just gonna have to keep on healing, because these things are hitting a little bit harder than I was expecting. Of course it uses a blaster on that turn. Irritating. God, need to not forget that I have this set to remember what I last did. It makes life easier, but... Oh, hey. I actually haven't seen this enemy yet. I need to go see if the store has any, like, petrification items. Just because that's getting kind of irritating. Because there are, like, 2 different enemies I can petrify in this area. We are still gonna energy rain, though. Just to speed this up a little bit. That's not nice. Don't do that, please. Okay. That was risky. The other good news is that a lot of my enemies will be giving me items that I can then sell. Yep, blaster and a silence. I'm not worried about the silence. The blaster, however, is annoying. Okay, here we are. Let's talk to the shopkeep. Do you have anything I particularly care about? No. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping. I could have Riku do a bunch of mugging. But I honestly don't think it would actually end up being worth anything. Yeah, oh, I should have touched this real quick. Okay, I want to get all of the stuff that's over here first before I start hunting, towards Malboro. That being said, I am going to turn enemy counters back to normal to allow me to move a little bit more. I need at least 5 of every monster, but 10 is what I really need. Hi, Avanius. And I think this one's gonna end up making 10 corals. Okay, this is where Malboro can be. I forget. Can we slow it? No, it's immune to that. Okay. Can I dark it? I think it's immune to that too. Can I armor break it? Not immune to that. Okay. Can I delay it? I can delay it. Okay. Okay, now I got a good idea of what I can do against Malboros to make them a little bit less scary to fight. What are we doing? We are capturing monsters. I'm afraid, my friend, that you missed a fair amount of stuff last stream. Actually, let me go do some leveling up real quick. So we are about 60-ish% through the main storyline of the game. Maybe a little bit further than that, but I think 60 is a good number in this case. And so we are doing, yeah, we're a fair amount through the game. Last stream was like a 7-hour stream. So at this point, the game allows me to start doing stuff. And so I can kind of start preparing for endgame at this point. So I'm actually starting to do that. So we're not actually going to be going into endgame, but I am preparing for endgame. And what we're doing right now is we are capturing monsters. Once you get to the area that we're in, you unlock what's called the Monster Arena. And the Monster Arena is where I will be eventually grinding in order to get all the levels that I need to actually, beat Penance and all the hard bosses of the game. In order to unlock that, however, I have to capture monsters, because apparently all of the monsters escaped in the Monster Arena. So I have special weapons on Tidus, Waka, and Orin. And those specialty weapons allow me, when I deal a killing blow with a melee attack specifically, I get to capture the monster. I need to capture about 10 of every monster in the game. Problem is, I don't actually have access to all the monsters in the game right now. Some of them we have not actually... Waka is technically melee, yes. When I say melee in this case, what I specifically mean is an attack, like the attack command, as opposed to, like a skill, a special ability, or any of those kind of other things. Just trying to see if we have anything that would allow me to stop this guy from being able to attack, but doesn't look like it. Because I'm kind of scared of bad breath. Okay, we're good. I'm going to do one delay buster, and then we should be able to kill it without it actually being able to attack back. Okay, there we go. Well, I mean, Riku, Yuna, and Lulu could, and Kamari, because I'm not using Kamari either. The three of them could do this. The problem is their attack stat isn't high enough to be particularly relevant. The reason I'm using the three that I'm using is that Waka has the ability to hit aerial units easier than everybody else does. I put piercing on Auron's weapon. Technically, I could put piercing on any weapon, but Auron just so happens to be the one that typically uses piercing, so it's convenient to continue doing that with him. And Tidus is the one that currently has haste for when I need, like, haste effects. So that's really the reason it's them as opposed to anybody else. At this point in the game, you know, those three are the ones that really have damage on their side when it comes to melee attacks. Kamari right now is kind of falling off. He hasn't really been keeping up with the other three when it comes to his attack power. And the problem is all of the girls, so Lulu and Yuna are magic characters. And that's kind of a problem because because I can't capture using magic. So they're just not useful for this exact purpose. Riku is an attack character. She does do attack and do attack damage. But the problem with Riku right now is that she doesn't actually do any damage. So there's just, oops, we have no MP on Tidus. I have to go fix that. We'll just go ahead and do a delay attack. So yeah, that's why, those are the reasons why it's these three specifically. Now, on a kind of, there is a side effect to this in that these three are also going to level up a lot, which is useful to me. I don't really care as much that Auron is leveling up, but I do care that Tidus and Waka are leveling up. I'm just going to go pop in here, save real quick, and then walk back out. But having these particular characters leveled up is going to be very, very useful for end-game combat and all that good stuff. So as I said, we just got to capture 10 of every monster in the game. I do not have access to the majority of the areas right now. So we're not actually capturing 10 of every monster right now. Right now, we're just going to capture 10 of every monster in the Calmlands, 10 of every monster in Macalania Woods. Yeah, that's why monsters are not dying. They're just kind of disappearing. If I were to... Let's see, those were Chimera Brains that we just finished. Sorry, I am actually keeping track of what I'm killing right now. So if I were to... Let's see if I can find a monster that I have. Okay, I'm going to slow the game down real quick. So if you watch what happens to Skull when I kill it, instead of dying, it kind of fades away because I captured it, as opposed to killing it. What'll happen is once I hit the magic number, which in this case is 10, once I hit 10 of any given monster, I will start killing them again, like they will actually die, and that's when I know that that monster I don't need to capture anymore. So I have a list over here on my computer that I will gradually mark monsters off on as I finish capturing. Well, that's really bad. Yuna, I would appreciate if you didn't waste Asuna on yourself. Can we stop it with the stone gaze, please? I mean, thankfully, for the most part, we don't really have to worry about petrification in a lot of places. So I'm not really worried about not having petrification resistance. The other thing this is going to do is this is going to help me. We're doing this for the monster arena. That is the who. God, I'm getting really unlucky that they are not only ambushing, but they're ambushing and using 2 stone gazes in a row that are also successful. So the other thing is that we're doing this to gain money. Okay, we have done all the Anacondars. We are also doing this for money. So, every battle that I fight, even though I'm not capturing them, or even though I am capturing them, I am gaining gil, and I need a lot of gil for tomorrow's stream. We're actually done with 2 different sets at this point. There's 1 skull, 2 skull. Ooh, that hype, is that hyperball is good, right? No. Never mind. I take it back. We're already done with the Chimera Brains. So, whenever we see enemies I'm done with, I'm gonna have Tidus use his, overdrive. Because Tidus still has 1 overdrive to unlock. So we'll go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, Waka's overdrive is not particularly good right now. We're going to be unlocking some of his other overdrives in the very near future. However, Auron does have good overdrives. So the two, between Auron and Tidus, they can wipe out pretty much any enemy group that I don't want to deal with. Okay, Malboros. Let's go ahead and... Hey, Stega. And we're just hoping that we don't see bad breath. That's all we're hoping for. As long as we do not see bad breath, we are absolutely fine. If we see bad breath, bad things happen, which is why occasionally, the only reason we're fighting this is I want the money. Occasionally, because bad breath is so scary, I will run and heal and save. And it's actually just because of bad breath that I'm doing this. Because a Malboro using bad breath just ruins things. Is there an ugliest monster or the Malboro? I mean, it's not... It shouldn't be any particular surprise that that monster is the ugliest one. Okay, we should be finishing with the Nibiros right about now. Yep, Nibiros is done. I don't know. The Malboro is pretty damn ugly. Whoops. I am so lucky that wasn't bad breath right there. Okay, we're at 327,000 out of 580,000. I mean, I hate Malboro because they just end games for you. The Malboro that we're fighting right now are actually not the hardest ones in the game. They're just the first ones we interact with. The hardest ones in the game very frequently will cause me problems when I have to start catching them. So we're gonna have a not fun day by the time I have to start capturing. This is really bad. That was a really bad ambush. Jeez. Come on, guys. Okay, let's get rid of one skull. Skulls are still being captured. So we're not done with skull yet, unfortunately. As much as I would love to be done capturing the doggos. Why not Yuna and the two... What do you mean, why not Yuna and the two others? Because the other guys can't catch anybody. And I needed to catch all of that stuff. I just need to be healing more between fights, and I just haven't been because it's a bother. I have to go in here and go to Yuna and just heal everybody up between each fight. And this is why I have to continuously go back to the save sphere just to get my mana back. Okay, so we know the Nibiros are done. Skull are also done. So we can just instant kill these parties with no problems anymore. So mark Skull off my list. Okay, so we still... Once I get the Malboro and the Ogres, I don't have to be up in this area anymore. This particular side of the valley, of the Comlands, is just where it's most likely that you will fight these particular guys. But pretty much everybody spawns up here. So I can kind of farm right here to get this stuff. And you know, kind of get everything I need. You know, supposedly. Okay, don't need any more Anacondars. Keep in mind, if I have a particularly bad fight, these monsters can still wipe me out. So, like, when we talk about monsters standing a chance, I could still lose right now against any of these monsters. We're not that powerful yet. Hey, Gia, thanks for the host, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't think that we are, like, ridiculously powerful. These monsters wiped me about 20 minutes ago, remember? Things will get a little bit easier once I'm able to actually start backtracking. Those monsters won't stand a chance, and that will just go a lot faster. And then, as I said, it's going to be pretty much non-stop Blitzball after that. And unfortunately, Blitzball is going to be extremely boring. God, I'm getting so lucky that these guys are not hitting with bad breath. I'm going to go back and hit the save sphere because Tidus needs MP. I would really love to not have this engagement anymore. It's happening an awful lot. And this is, again, because of where I am. No, when all three members are down, that's game over. Which is kind of another part of the trouble that we're running into. After we leave the Comlands on this stream, that's not really going to be an issue anymore, just because we're going to be going back kind of a significant ways. So the enemies that we're going to fight are kind of significantly easier than the ones that we're fighting now. However, I will need to do this capturing in every area we continue on in the story from here on out. And that's the point where we're going to start, you know, not only leveling up really, really fast, but that is also the point where we're going to start seeing some potential issues simply because of the fact that those are going to be much stronger enemies that I'm trying to do this with. On the flip side, money will be... This was Osmos, right? Yeah. Money will be a lot more plentiful. So I don't necessarily need to have 580,000 by the end of this stream. I would just like to have 580,000 by the end of the stream. Because I still have a bunch of grinding I have to do, and capturing I have to do next stream. And the capturing I do next stream will probably get me the remainder of the money I need. Unit gets to take one step. So we're going to be strong enough to do whatever I need to do for the remainder of the game by the time I'm done with this. I mean, we'll basically be there. Okay, so we still need a bunch of Flame Flan. We need some Shreds, we need some Ogres, we need some Coeurls, we need some Malboro. And for some reason, the Malboro and the Ogres don't want to spawn. And that's what we're looking for right now. Once I get Malboro and Ogres, I can kind of leave this back corner. It won't be needed anymore. Come on, guys. There we go. Apparently we had a pretty significant damage up that just hit with those level ups. Because now we're taking out the Chimera Brains in 3 hits. Come on, Malboro. Okay, that's an Ogre. That's good. We like having Ogres. Okay. A haste ring, huh? I mean, I'm assuming that's SOS haste and therefore not as good as it sounds, but still. Haste rings are good. The other big thing, in addition to the money that we're gaining right now, is that we're getting drops of like weapons and armor, and I can sell that. So that might also make up the difference in the money that I need. Okay, here we go. Okay. And hey, there's a coral. And it's captured, so I did still need one. I don't know how many more I need. I should technically be keeping track of all of them that I'm killing, and that would tell me how many more I need and if I can skip a fight. But that's a lot more effort than what I'm doing now. Okay. Good amount of ogres popping. This is what I want. And I believe... Yep, Neum percent. That's exactly right. Hey, more ogres. Awesome. I mean, I'm not going to be saying that when I've captured all of my ogres and I still haven't gotten my Malboro, but... Did I reach a decision on the final boss? Which decision was I reaching? Yeah, I remember that time. I would love to see that happen again. I mean, we're... Oh, yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to between here and, like, between here and the Sun Sigil location, I'm going to beat each boss twice. Once with Zanmato and once with actual tactics. Then I'm going to make a, then I'm going to put a save in immediately after I get Sun Sigil. And then from there on out, I will continue to do Zanmato plus regular success tactics all the way up until the final boss. Then I will revert back to that save that I put in and go and do super grinding, beat Penance, and then go recomplete the final story with super powered characters. So I'm actually going to beat every boss 3 times. Once normally, once with Zanmato, and then once at you know, effectively level 99. That's the plan. But yeah, I mean, Avani is the whole point of the of this playthrough, this streamed playthrough, is to fight the super secret final boss. Yeah, we'll be seeing this game for a while. I mean, the biggest things that we are looking at right now are just the leveling up portion. That's the one that's going to take a while. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take. Yeah, well, we'll get to that when I come to it, you know? I've actually never fought the last 3 bosses in the game without being superpowered, so it's going to be an interesting fight, or an interesting series of fights. Yeah, I have only ever, I mean, I'm still gonna get, actually, I slightly take back what I said before. I will still be getting the celestial weapons prior to, moving on after Sun Sigil. So, I mean, I'll still have break damage limit, but... Like, are we talking actual final boss, or the one that you and I would consider to be the final boss? I'm assuming we're talking about penultimate boss, right? Okay, yeah. Avani is what we're talking about. Will make a lot more sense when we get there. Yeah, when we talk about, like, final boss, we're talking about the guy who, when you kill him, the game is over and the credits roll. Penance has nothing to do with the storyline, and nothing happens after you defeat Penance. There's a small cutscene of Penance dying, you get a trophy, and that is it. There's nothing else. The game just continues on after that point. Okay, hey, we're done with ogres. I can't remember if I know it, but you can. I might actually know the mechanic and have forgotten about it. I mean, you're talking about the pillar bullshit, right? Yeah, the actual final boss, it is actually impossible to lose against it. Like, you cannot actually lose against the true final boss. Because you have eternal auto life, so every time you die, you just come right back. Okay, I need to go heal real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's a grind. If you know what you're doing, you can get it. And considering how, like, I'm not going to be, like, buff, but I'm still going to be buff when I get there. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like, we're going to have a Waka. We're going to have Waka with attack reels. Like, it's not going to be that bad. And I mean, I'm not going to use the Riku strategy. But well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, is to cast Reflect on it. I think you can also zombie it, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can inflict zombie upon it. The point of Anius, well, it's partly the boss is badly designed, but also they decided between designing an interesting final boss and designing a storyline boss. So once you understand the storyline, the shit that the boss does, corals are done. The shit the boss does actually makes sense. It makes total sense in a storyline wise. But for actual gameplay-wise, it's just not particularly fun. Once we get there and, like, you know, this, you're basically seeing the end of the storyline. So once we actually get there and you've seen all of this up at the storyline, how the final boss functions will make total sense. We're done with Malboro. Awesome. Okay. I need to get some more flame flans, and I need to get some shreds. And then we're good. So I'm going to start making my way towards Macalania Woods. I think base what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Sun Sigil. And once I get Sun Sigil, I think we're going to go get all of the Aeons. And we will also get all of the Celestial weapons. And then that will be the point that I will then go towards endgame. We do not have to... Well, I have to go back to... I have to go back to that zone to catch those monsters. But we're not dodging lightning. And actually, that area is actually the... like, weakest of the areas we're going back to. That area that we're going back to, the Thunder Plains, I'm so overpowered for the Thunder Plains that most enemies will die in one hit, if not 2 hits. And hey, base, we'll see. I've never actually seen it happen. So I hope as much as you do that he'll do it. So, hopefully, I will have all the shreds and all the flame flans I need by the time I actually get to the exit into Macalania Woods. I don't know how likely that is. It doesn't look like so. I'm going to have to grind a little bit longer because it looks like he's not spawning. Well, I mean, most runs you probably saw were speed runs, and if a speed run sees him do his overdrive, the speed run's screwed up somewhere. So I'm not entirely surprised you haven't seen it more than once. Like, doesn't the speed run kill him before he has a chance to take a move? Darn it, really? You know, you're ready. Okay. I don't care about these guys. Yuna, some Bahamut. Okay, 30 of those are legit playthroughs? Okay. Yeah, I don't think my legit playthrough actually had it. Let's go ahead and level up, everybody. Why do you have to go to the chicken? Shouldn't you already have the chicken? We are also getting very close to having several of our characters at the end of their sphere grids. Tidus is actually remarkably close to being at the end of his sphere grid, and so is Waka. Auron's getting there. Actually, the end of Auron's sphere grid is right here. So actually, Auron is only 3 spheres away from being done. Let's see, how far is Waka from his? So end of Waka's sphere grid is right here. So Waka's about 25 levels away. And end of Tidus's is right here, so he's about 10 away. So we're going to have to see what I want to do, because I do not have level 3 unlock spheres, which makes it kind of hard for me to get people around. So what I may do is use some of my friend and teleport spheres to move some people around the sphere grid until I have everything. Darn it. Hey, Tidus got like an instant kill. Awesome. Good crit, Tidus. So unfortunately, we also did not make quite as much money as I was actually hoping for. I was hoping we'd get all 540,000 by the time we finished here. And we're not quite there. And the guys I want are not spawning, so I'm going to go back into the actual comm lands for a few moments. We're probably also not going to be getting more than maybe 1 or 2 more sphere level up per character, unfortunately. Okay, Flan's done. I need the shreds and we're done. Never done that, and I don't know if I ever will. I think the next Final Fantasy I'll do on stream is going to be Tactics Advance. See, I got bored of 12. I might give it another try. But 12 bored me. It got so bad that I actually lost track of what the storyline was literally as I was playing it. Okay, come on. Where are the shreds? Should be right around here. Ow. Yuna, come summon a thing so we can move on. I don't play 12 for the gameplay, because all you do is you set up like 5 gambits. And every fight, you walk away and make a sandwich. So, if we're not playing 12 for the storyline, and we're not playing 12 for the gameplay, then I'm not sure why we're playing 12. There's a shred. Is it you, or is it the stream? Nope, it's you. I haven't dropped any frames today. Just refresh the stream. Worst comes to worst, you might want to lower the quality that you're watching at. Because I am streaming at high quality right now. Well, all that's saying is that you can't gambit the hardest secret boss in the game. The entire rest of the game, you're gambiting. Well, I didn't think this was going to take a long time, but apparently the shreds do not want to show up. I only need, like, 1 or 2 more, so this is kind of irritating. I'll try it again one day. Like, I haven't bought the remake yet. Eventually, I will go buy the remake. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, as I said, the next one's probably going to be Tactics Advance because I have a soft spot in my heart for that game. You know, it's grindy, but we can kind of get that done. And I really want to get, like, do all of the non-multiplayer content. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Come on, man. Where is this enemy? Like, this is where it's supposed to spawn. No, I don't want y'all. I was not a tremendous fan of A2. I tried. But, I don't know, it just didn't feel as good as A1 to me. Come on, Shred. Since when do these spawn down here? I'm getting spawns that I don't expect, but I'm not getting the ones that I do expect. I did not expect Calmlands alone to take an hour. Oh, I definitely at some point want to play War of the Lions as well. I'm going to have to see how I can do that. I actually do have it on my PSP, and I actually do have the PSP composite cables, but I don't have a PSP battery right now. Mine went bad. So I don't really have a good way to stream that at the moment. Sorry, Avanius, man. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up again with you soon. I don't know why it's not allowing you to downgrade the stream. I was so sure there was ways to do that. Oh no, reading. Where the hell? The problem is I actually do need the shred, so I can't just ignore it. I actually need it. Come on, Shred. Where the hell are you? Oh, that's a shame. It would have been nice to have that for Avanius. Unfortunately, my average viewer count tends to be low, so that doesn't help. I thought I used to have it back in the day. Why is it this enemy? Like, this is a very weird enemy to not have access to. Like, to not find. Guess I'll go save. We're also getting a lot of potions, which I suppose is nice. I didn't. My actual Final Fantasy experiences are actually fairly limited. There's a shred. Watch, it turns out that I've actually gotten all the shreds I need already. Yep, I already had all the shreds I needed. Damn it. Okay. I do. So here's the thing. I actually do have at least one copy of every mainline Final Fantasy game. So I actually do have Final Fantasy IX on... I forget what system I have it on. I think it's PS1. So I actually have Final Fantasy IX on, like, the PS1, which I could play on the PS2. So I do have it. It's just I've never really given myself the time to play it. If I actually start, like, streaming regularly, I'll end up getting to some of those. I mean, I like the characters in 9. Like, they're some of my favorite characters and character designs. So, I'll enjoy the hell out of it. Okay, eventually we're gonna do this. Okay, so Calmlands is done. Which is a breath of fresh air. So now I get to go do Macalania. And Lake Macalania. I think I'm going to do Lake Macalania first, just because it's easier. Okay. God damn. Now that I don't want to fight these guys, now they won't leave me alone. I mean, I don't mind the level ups, and I don't mind the money, but damn. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I can't actually do Beaconell. Let's go do, I guess, Lake Macalania first. Actually, no, because I have to walk through Macalania itself. That's right, so we have to go do Macalania first. That's fine. And that's actually appreciated. I could do Butterfly Game right now, but I kind of want to wait on Butterfly Game until I have known counter armor. I mean, I like the overdrive system, but I like this speed-up system even more. Being able to grind at 4 times speed is so appreciated. Because the first time I did this grind, I did it on PS3, I believe, if I remember correctly. And this wasn't available, so I did all of this grinding at 1 time speed. Ah, crap. No, I don't want to do it. I refuse. Of course, I did all of that grinding after Sun Sigil, so I did all of it all at once, instead of splitting it up like I'm doing this time, but